In an era where music isn't just about sound but also about the image, photographs of musicians have become as important as the tracks themselves. Whether it's a candid backstage moment, a dramatic concert shot, or a stylized portrait that pushes the boundaries of visual art, music photography captures the essence of artistry in a way that endures long after the last note fades. This year, a collection of breathtaking images featuring Chappell Roan, Charli XCX, and Doja Cat have been nominated for one of the industry's most coveted honors, the Music Photography Awards. The recognition highlights how these performers not only dominate charts and headlines but also inspire some of the most iconic visual storytelling of the modern music era. The power of the image in modern music. Gone are the days when album covers and magazine spreads were the only ways fans saw their favorite artists immortalized. Today, visuals live everywhere, from social media feeds to high-definition concert streams, and from glossy magazine features to award-winning gallery exhibitions. Music photography has become a cultural force, shaping how artists are perceived by the public. A single snapshot can launch a meme, spark a fashion trend, or become emblematic of a cultural moment. Awards like these celebrate not just the artists, but also the photographers behind the lens, who play a vital role in building the mythology of modern pop stars. Chappell Roan, the rising pop visionary. Few artists have embraced the transformative power of visual identity quite like Chappell Roan. Known for her bold costumes, theatrical makeup, and unapologetic pop anthems, Roan has quickly become one of the most visually striking performers on the scene. The nominated photo captures her in peak performance mode, shimmering in a futuristic bodysuit, framed by neon lights, and embodying the high-drama glam of her music. Every inch of the image screams rebellion and reinvention, qualities that have defined her rise. What makes the photo so compelling is not just the artistry of Roan herself, but the way it communicates her ethos: pop is performance art. For fans, it's proof that she isn't just making music, she's building a universe where queerness, fantasy, and fearless self-expression collide. Charli XCX, the cult pop queen. If Chappell Roan is the future, Charli XCX is the architect of the now. A pioneer of experimental pop who has consistently pushed sonic and visual boundaries, Charli has always treated her aesthetic as an extension of her artistry. The nominated photograph features her in a stark, high-contrast setting, minimalistic yet commanding. With slick hair, futuristic styling, and a gaze that feels equal parts challenging and inviting, Charli embodies the ethos of her music, disruption packaged as glossy pop perfection. What makes the shot so effective is its raw honesty. Unlike heavily stylized stage portraits, this image strips Charli down to her essence: bold, unapologetic, and slightly dangerous. It's the kind of photo that could live on as a cultural document, much like punk portraits from the 70s or grunge shots from the 90s. Doja Cat, the chameleon of pop. Few artists understand the value of reinvention like Doja Cat. In just a few years, she's transformed from viral rapper to avant-garde pop star, pushing boundaries in music videos, live performances, and of course, photography. Her nominated photograph is a surreal, almost cinematic composition. Draped in dramatic couture, her look oscillates between alien queen and high fashion muse. The photo's brilliance lies in its ability to showcase Doja as more than a musician. It elevates her to the level of a performance artist who uses every medium, from beats to fashion, to provoke and inspire. For Doja Cat, the image is yet another reminder of her status as a cultural chameleon. She doesn't just adapt, she reinvents the rules, making every public appearance a new chapter in her ongoing visual saga. The photographers behind the magic. While much of the attention falls on the stars themselves, the Music Photography Awards also shine a spotlight on the creatives behind the camera. These photographers capture fleeting moments, sweat glistening under stage lights, a flash of vulnerability between songs, or the larger-than-life spectacle of a stadium show, and turn them into lasting works of art. The nominated images of Chappell Roan, Charli XCX, and Doja Cat come from a new wave of photographers who merge documentary realism with stylized editorial flair. Their work proves that music photography is no longer about simply getting the shot. It's about curating the mythos of the artist, balancing truth and fantasy, and creating visuals that echo in cultural memory. Why these photos matter? These images are more than just pictures of stars, they are cultural artifacts. They symbolize the artist's larger-than-life personas while also giving fans an intimate glimpse into their world. In an industry where visual culture moves at lightning speed, the staying power of a single image is proof of its brilliance. For Chappell Roan, the nominated photo signals her arrival as a force of nature in pop culture. For Charli XCX, it reinforces her role as an iconoclast whose aesthetic choices are as daring as her sound. For Doja Cat, it cements her status as a shapeshifter who refuses to be pinned down. Together, these images showcase the diversity of what pop stardom looks like today: glamorous, confrontational, and endlessly innovative. The bigger picture: visuals as legacy. Music photography has always been about legacy. Think of Jimi Hendrix at Woodstock, Madonna in her Like a Virgin era, or Beyoncé at Coachella. These images don't just document, they define. They become cultural shorthand for an entire generation. For Chappell Roan, Charli XCX, and Doja Cat, these nominated shots may very well be the kind of images that future fans and historians will look back on as defining moments in early 21st century pop. They prove that in today's music industry, artistry isn't only about the sound, it's about creating a visual narrative that resonates across time. Fans react. Unsurprisingly, the nominations have sparked a wave of excitement across social media. Fans of Chappell Roan flooded timelines with praise for her bold performance aesthetic, calling her photo the moment pop culture needed. Charli XCX's devotees celebrated the nomination as yet another example of her influence on pop's cutting edge, while Doja Cat's fans reveled in the recognition of her daring, avant-garde visuals. The conversation also sparked a renewed appreciation for music photographers. Many fans pointed out how these creatives are often overlooked, despite being instrumental in shaping an artist's image. The nominations, they argue, finally give credit where it's long overdue. Looking ahead, as the Music Photography Awards approach, the spotlight will be on not just who wins, but how these images continue to influence pop culture. Regardless of the outcome, the nominations alone confirm that Chappell Roan, Charli XCX, and Doja Cat aren't just making music, they're making history, one snapshot at a time. Their photos remind us of the magic that happens when sound and vision collide. They capture not just performances, but the spirit of an era: bold, unapologetic, and endlessly creative. In the end, whether these images hang in a gallery, circulate on social media, or get framed on a fan's bedroom wall, they'll remain powerful symbols of what it means to be an artist. In today's world, they're proof that sometimes, a picture really is worth 1,000 beats.